Welcome everyone to Hack Academy Active Directory Chain. So this will be absolutely amazing practice for you if you're going for the OSCP, because it will very realistically simulate an OSCP exam when it comes to the Active Directory department, right? So I definitely recommend getting in that practice. If you're also following along with the checklist, this entire chain, this series of episodes will cover so many aspects within the Active Directory chain and the Windows Privilege Escalation chain. So or the section in the docs. So I definitely recommend you updating that as you go as well and as you learn. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this series and I really hope you enjoyed this video. And I want you to absolutely crush the OSCP. So please enjoy the video and keep learning. And you can quickly look for some passwords like so. Nothing here is interesting, right? And you can pretty much also just copy paste this like so. And then there we go. And then you can do arch, and then print. And then if you're not comfortable using arch, it basically just kind of like jumps to the next segment of the output. So when everything is on the same line like so, I love to use this. So you just do like so, and you just kind of like jump until you get what you want. So boom, there we go. Here's his messy output, and here's all of the hashes, right? So now we have the hashes. We can even, to keep it more organized as well, we can simply name the file hashes client 1 again. So that's probably like a cleaner way to do it. And yeah. So I suppose you can do the same right here as well. You can use fgrep, and then you can remove the $sign if you want to essentially remove all of the computer names. And then again, you can do the arch. Print $sign 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here. You can remove this. You can do another fgrep if you want. And then you can also pipe this into sort, unique, and I will only have 2 unique usernames, right? And then I can tee this into like so. And then when we cat that again, now we only have those again. So yeah, there we go. But this one is still cracking, so I will be back again when it is done. We could do this on the host as well, but I don't mind waiting for now, so yeah, I'll be right back. So I just realized Rocky does actually not have password 123. That's the password I set it as. It has as password 123 double exclamation mark. So that's interesting. Very surprising, to be honest. But let's see, test pass. So let me just then echo this at the end of test pass. Tail test pass There we go. So this is how the hash looks. I think I had a colon at the end. I just want to see if this works. If I just fully copy pasted it from the output. So yeah, let's try cracking this like so. And yeah, so it does crack. Yeah? So that's awesome. So our friend Matt Thompson. It does work. Matt Thompson. So now let's try spraying that across the domain. So M Thompson. The password is password123. Very surprising that Rocky didn't have that. So yeah, let's spray that across the domain IPs like so. And there we go. So we can see that the Matt Thompson is actually a domain admin. And they have access to the actual domain controller. So from here it's is it SMB? Yes. So from here we can dump the entity as it. And we can dump all of the domain users, as we can see, from the domain controller, like so. And we can take the domain... we can take the administrator like so, and test. And then we take their hash, like so, to NTLM hash. And then we could try executing a command like, where am I? That did not work. Oops, that's because of the user is wrong. And this is a pass for another hash. Let's try that again, administrator. And there we go. We can see that we, this is essentially the administrator on the domain controller, right? And yeah, from here it's very easy to get a shell. A second show here. So I would probably go to rev shells myself. And then I would do like this. And then I would like to go to Windows, PowerShell, base64. One nine two one six eight 98, and then the DC is 147, 147. And then this will run as PowerShell. We can try like so. And there we go. Now we have a shell on the domain controller. Hostname DC01. So yeah, that was a chain. Really hope you learned something new and that this was useful. There will be several chains that I will plan on making in the future, because I really couldn't find many very useful chains that simulated OSCP effectively, but I intend on showing more and more useful things to you guys. So really hope you enjoyed and keep learning. Now, if you enjoy how I teach and you enjoy this video and you want to take the OSCP, then what are you doing not being in this course? It's over 15 hours long and it covers everything that you need. If you're only watching the videos on YouTube, you're missing out a lot, because it's over 15 hours of content. You will get access to the VIP section on Discord, where you can ask me any questions and you can study alongside all the other students in our course. Right now, you will also get access to this checklist right here. which will cover at least 95% plus of all the attacks and all the techniques that you need to know for every single section. Not only initial access, but AD, pivoting, Linux, and Windows privilege escalation. And the goal for you is to reach proficient or at least basic competence on all of them. That's one of the things. We also have this entire roadmap right here, where there's a bunch of action steps and a bunch of cheat sheets inside all of these hyperlinks that I can't show you in this video. But once you have completed all of them, you know for a fact that you will be ready to get into the OSCP exams and absolutely crush it. If that sounds interesting to you, to get all of this in 15 hour plus of video footage of someone who has OSCP, who explains different attacks and techniques and methodologies, it's going to be invaluable to you. Now, some people are confused with the offer. If you're interested in the notes, these are the notes that you will constantly see me use in the videos, right? They're pretty much recommended to go hand in hand with the course, and I use them constantly in the course itself, right? So I think you'll find it extremely useful. That's also why we have the third offer, which is the bundle, where you can buy both of these together for a discount. I hope that clarifies things. Best of luck on your OSCP journey. I really hope this will be massively useful to you. I'll see you in the next video.